Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford on Bagley. We are in the area of Old New Henford today, and we're back at the Hamlet of Whittington, where last time we finished the exterior of the church itself and the village green. Today we're heading into the interiors and getting the whole place furnished, and we're also going to be roughly mapping out some of the terrain manipulation. So let's get into game and let's make a start. Happy Thursday, my beautiful, beautiful friends, and welcome back to Let's Build the World. I tried something new there, and I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 today. Hello, here we are. We are back at Little Whittington, and we are continuing on with this build today. You already know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be messing around with a bit of the terrain manipulation, just roughly. It's not going to be perfect or perfected, or maybe not even terrain painted until we actually get up into those areas and I've worked out how we're going to do everything else around the other areas. There's lots of things to do, there really is. But today we are also going to be concentrating on getting into the interior of this church. That we are quite simply going to be naming it St. Mary's. We're going to be naming this church St. Mary's, the patron saint of merriness. That's where we're going with that. But I found this reference image, I'll pop it up on the screen for you now, of an interior to a village church that I just thought was really nice and perfect for this save file, which is quite simple. We're not going to go to town on basements and bell towers and stuff in this particular church itself because it just doesn't need it, really. I don't think it needs it. A lot of village churches are very simple in themselves. They just have the downstairs, they have a little separate room for the vicar and stuff. I still think we're going to do that. I'm going to shut off one of the side wings, I think. That's how I want to go about doing that little moment. And we're just going to keep it very simple today. Yes, we are. There are a few things I would like to change. You lot had some wonderful ideas, as always, and we're going to be implementing a few of them just now. What we're going to do is get rid of these. One of you said, why don't we light up the statue with like one of the floor lights instead of having these big lamps all the way around? And I kind of like that idea. Now we have got a floor lamp in the outdoor section that does that kind of perfectly. Is it this one? I think it is. We need to get to nighttime so I can see if it's this one. It kind of is that one, isn't it? Yeah, I don't like this colour though. This would definitely need to be as dark as possible, and we need to size that down. This one here is another one, but it's just a little bit too big, that. It's a little bit too big. So I think what I'm going to do is put these on each corner, but size them right down like this. We've got one going on there. We'll get it here as well. I know I said we were going to be going into the interiors and getting that done, but nothing is stopping us from getting more details in other places, you know? We're taking our time with this, darlings. Now, don't forget, we're going to be here all week next week with some Let's Build the World. And don't worry, I'm still going to be giving you some business and hobbies content as well. We're going to be doing a build overview just to see my thoughts and stuff on the new build and buy items. And making various other things in speed build format, I would imagine. But for now, we are concentrating on Let's Build the World, aren't we? Yeah, I think that could work, actually. And it did look very busy with all of these lights and stuff everywhere. So I'm kind of liking that now. A few of you were asking me to put gargoyles on top of the pillars as well. It's just not the vibe I want to go for this church. I want to keep it very simple from the exterior. I didn't want any big, like, fancy gargoyles and stuff on it. It's just not in my lists of wants, to be honest with you. And I'm also going to be changing out these windows. We are still going to be using those big windows, but I'm going to be putting in the smaller windows next to it as well. One of you were right as well about these windows being a bit too big for the build. I even thought that. I think I said it in the last part as well, when we were building the church. They were just a little bit too big. So we're going to go down this route and just put in these there instead. We're also going to be getting rid of maybe this window here, because into this part here is where I want to do the little vicar's kind of study, shall we say. So I'm still going to keep that there. And I think how I'm going to go about doing this is whiffling that. Would that be weird if I did that? Oh, it kind of is. Can I just come straight from there, or would that would look awful, wouldn't it? Yes, it looks silly, Aiden. I mean, nothing's stopping us from putting something here, like a statue or something. We could do that. Yes. And then we're going to have a little like vicar's, what do they call it? A hole? Not the vicar's hole. Not that. Not that indeed. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm not religious in the slightest. I'm doing that for you lot that are religious. Bless me, Father, for I am a dirty bitch. Anyway, I'm going to be putting in a door here as well. I would like to put in a nice big wooden door. I'm wondering, what would this look like with this? No. I wish this door came in some better swatches. It's such a lovely door. Such a shame it comes in all of these... well, they're not stupid. They're just brightly coloured. And they just never go with anything. I never get to use that door. And it saddens me. It really does. But we still need quite a dramatic door for here. And I'm not going to utilise the same door that we got here. Because I just don't think it would work seeing the same door on the side. It's not a vibe, is it? Maybe this one. Not with that. No, not with the devil on it. The devil. No, oh, is there two? What about... oh, no, there is. Can I... why is it not allowing me to select that? Oh, it's a lion. Maybe St. Mary was a lion. Not that, Aiden. For goodness sake. Oh, we do have a plain version of this door, don't we? I always forget that. Yeah, let's do that instead. Without the lion, like, knocker. The lion tit. Why don't we flop this one in instead? Just so there is a little exit from this way for the vicar as well. Another one of your... you wonderful people's ideas out there. Is that up too high, that one? No, that's fine. It does cut in slightly the window, but it's fine. It's fine from the other side. You can see straight out. I want to keep that as it is, to be honest with you. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Then we've got like a little access point from this way as well. I definitely will figure out something to do here. It might even be worth me just getting rid of this altogether, or at least putting in a spandrel to kind of just get rid of that wall, you know? It's not as fancy as the other side, but the arches, but I think that might work out a little bit better for us, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm going to go down that route, you know? I am. I'm doing it, darlings. There was also a really good idea from one of you as well that said maybe open up this bit here, and I kind of like the idea of that. So you can just walk straight into the churchyard from the monument itself. I'm into that. One of you as well said that the grass will stay green in the winter. And I don't know. I've heard around, you'll have to let me know from where you live. In the winter, does your grass die or something? Does it go brown? In the UK, if anything, our grass gets brighter in the winter. In the summer is when our grass goes brown because it just burns away. So I don't really mind this staying bright green in the winter. I'm absolutely fine with that. But yeah, let me know. I'm fascinated to know that. Yeah, I think we'll go down that route like that. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you so much for that wonderful idea. It kind of connects all the way through now, saves them walking all the way around. And yet they've still got access out either side as well. So with these pathways here, I'm going to make these wider. I am going to have them a bit wider, cart sized. They're not car sized. This is a very old village. So I reckon big enough for a horse and cart would be a good way to go with this. And I've also decided on maybe swapping out the fence that we've already put there. I can still keep the fence there, that's fine. But using these instead, because I think that's what I want to frame the edges of all the cart paths with as well. We do need to get rid of that fence that was poking through, look. But I think this could be a vibe, because it kind of looks like a little bit of a curb moment then, doesn't it? You know? Yeah, I think we're going to do that. So let's get this all the way around now while we're here. And that's it, to be honest. Yeah, that looks good. I enjoy that. And I've also got rid of the fence underneath of it as well. Yes, so we'll put that on the other side of the cart tracks as well once we get to that kind of area too. Next week, what I am going to do, and I was going to do this in the beginning anyway, but we are breaking things down bit by bit. But one of you actually said, and it was kind of upvoted quite a lot, to go around and start mapping in everything with a fence like I normally do with bigger lots. I will do that. I will do that next week, ready for next week, so we can go around and start doing everything. And I'm sure we're going to probably start introducing some families that are coming and living here next week as well. So it's all going to be very exciting. Another thing that was said, and I'm going to try this, I've not tried this yet, was to swap out this big tree. Ooh, is she gonna go in there without creeping into the build though? Oh, that was That was a good shout, that side there then, but I think still slightly pokes in. I think it's going to slightly poke in wherever we put it, to be honest with you. Let's find the lesser amount. It's probably like there, isn't it? And then maybe size the tree down just to a 0.9, and I think that might help. And just like that, it did. Reasons being the growing boxes here. The growing boxes for fruit and stuff and veg and whatnot. It was kind of swamped by the tree, wasn't it? So yeah, I'm happy with that. Thank you for that idea. And also, it's all in the back of my head what you've all said. I promise I'm going to be implementing as much from you as possible. I'm even going to ask you to create a family for this save file as well. And I'm going to pick my favourite. Not just yet. It will be coming soon though, I promise. I'm going to put a hose pipe here because one of you said like having a hose pipe with the... In fact, I'm going to put it over on that wall near where the fountain is because it kind of makes sense if there's plumbing already there. They can get the water and water the plants that way then, can't they? Oh, it's looking great. That is indeed what I want. Again, my lovelies, thank you so much for all of your wonderful ideas. I do appreciate them. I think I'm going to move these benches, you know. I think I'm going to put one either side like that instead. Oh, yeah, that's better. That makes it look a lot less crowded here because this is quite a tight space, this. And I think just adding them near to the edge of the hedges on either side here. It's going to work out rather deliciously. Rather deliciously. Like so, yes. And because we've got this going around, we're probably going to need to add a bin in here as well. Trash can. So many people were laughing at me saying trash can in my... Was it my dream home build? I think it was. I can't say trash can without putting on an American accent. Well, I just did then, but it's in the back of my head. All right? It is in the back of my head every time. Yeah, I think we'll just add in one of those there, like that. And that should suffice quite nicely. Oh, she's marvellous. She really is. There's still stuff I want to do. There's still, like, details and stuff and more landscaping around the church and things. But again, I want to get everything mapped out first. So, to start us off today, I think what we should do is the interior to the church. I have already put lights and stuff in up on the ceiling, look, but I've had an idea with the beams. I think we're going to go down the route of adding in these beams here into the places where it's already marked with the wood. Do you know what I mean? I think that would be quite a nice vibe, actually. Do you know what winds me up with these windows? I love them dearly. I think they're gorgeous to look at. I just think the scaling could have been better. Do you know what I mean? It kind of just poked through the ceiling. I don't think they counted like for that when they designed those windows. And they're such lovely windows. It's a shame. It really is. So first things first, let's do these beams. We're going to do them to all the way along. And they probably will cut into the windows at some point, but that is fine. That is absolutely fine. I think we're on the right track here. Yes, because then the light comes straight from the beam as well. Oh, glorious bit of work, Adrian. Right, if you can go right to there, we're going to bring you all the way down to there like this. And don't worry about gameplay and stuff. You're still going to be able to see in here because you're going to be down on this level, so you won't even notice the beams really, which is nice. But I just wanted these in for that extra little cheeky kiss of detail. A kiss of detail, loves. A little peck on the tit, you could say. Not that, but that, you know? Yeah, if I can get you into there, I think this is going to fit in marvellously. I think it's going to look even better when we look up. So let me get this other bit done over this side. There we go. The beams are all the way across. So let's have a little look at what it's going to look like in game. Oh yeah, I like that. I do. Oh, do you know what it's making me want to do? It's just, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it. We're going to add in some corbels, I think. I think I want to add these corbels in the dark brown as well. And what we can do is place them, maybe not by the windows, but everything else is fine. Is that going to be... Oh, I'm going to have to do it manually. Oh, well. I think we can do this. And if the summer's a bit wonky, then this church is hundreds of years old. So you shush your mouth. Oh, can I stay at that level, please? That was a really nice level. No. 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 Right, whiffle along like this, look. Like so. I think this is going to be the absolute tickle your tit, tickledy boo loves, to be honest. Chill. Where was I? I was going then. Jill. There we are. Have I ever said Joe on the channel before? I don't think I have. I think it's a very much West Country thing. Or even a Jana thing, like a Plymouth thing. Cho, I'm teaching you something now, all of you people around the world. Cho, I think what Cho means, I think it's a shortened kind of like abbreviation of cheerio. So if you can imagine writing it, it would be like C''HO. So me and my friends always say it, and we say it jokingly, but it's a very big thing. Growing up, that's how my mum says bye as well. My mum's like, chill. Let me know if you say it anywhere else around the country. I'd be very interested in that. I definitely think it's a West Country thing, though, without a doubt. Very much Cornish and Devon thing. But yeah, there you go. The more you learn, chill. We need to get into that last one. I hope this is going to look good, because if it doesn't, then this was a complete waste of my time. But let's have a little look, shall we? I keep pressing escape like a lot recently, and I need to stop. Oh, I like it. Yeah, it's a shame we couldn't put it on the windows, but never mind. I still think it looks good. Oh, I'm for that, loves. I tell you what, we came out on top there, didn't we? We definitely came out on top. Okay, stunning. Right, I need to get that reference image in my peripheral vision so I can start mapping in what we're going to actually put in here. I want this place to be a place for funerals and weddings. Those are my main two things. Still have not had a funeral in The Sims 4 yet. Still not done it. Very much need to do that, don't I? But yes, anyway, let's make a start. Okay, I think I am going to get rid of that window as well, because I do want to lift the back of the church up by a little bit, I think. You can obviously see I've gone for this herringbone brick as well, and that's because that's what's in the reference image. I've never seen one in a church before, or have I? Actually, I think I could be lying at that, because I've been in many churches, and I think in my memory I can remember a herringbone floor. I think what I'm going to do as well with this is not have the brick floor there. I'm going to go for or a bit of wood, like a little wooden platform moment back here. I think that's what I would like to do. Yes, I would. Right, okay, we've done that. Beautiful. Let's get rid of this all the way along to there, please, my sweetheart, my darling. And I want to flop in a little bit of this here as well. I want to go for the darker wood. I think that we should, because I'm going to go for dark wood up there. And I want the wood to look very old, so maybe this one here would be the best one to use. Let me see that. Get the grid away, please. Oh, shouldn't say quite. Yes, and we've got the perfect fence as well. Yes, it was this one here. From For Rent, I do believe. Oh, it's very large. I always forget how big some of the fences are, to be honest with you. I don't know why I'm doing that, because I'm not having the fence on either side there. Oh, it's a bit too big. It just takes away the moment of that, I think. I think instead of that, then, what I'm going to do, because I still want to add this detail up, I'm just going to add it on each side instead. I'm going to do it like that. Not get rid of stuff in here, is it? No, I think we're fine there. Yeah, I think we can do that. I think we can add that in. I hate the way that clips into the wall like it does there, but what can you do with The Sims, you know? So we need the life and death expansion, and I want to get up one of those thingy-mabobs up here. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's very churchy, isn't it? Oh, I do enjoy that. I might use that in here, actually. I think I'm going to flop you at the back. I'm going to pop you here, my love. There we go. Oh, I don't know, actually, because I do want to get in. Oh, you can. You can use this as the funeral or the casket holder. Oh, well, we'll do that then. Yes. Abso-bloody-lutely. I'm into it. She's very much into that, Your Honour. Not that. What was I thinking of putting here then? What was so big? Oh, it was these. It was this thing here. And I think that goes outside, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay, well, there we go. That's what we're doing with the funeral itself. Oh, they have got a stone one. That does match in with that wall wonderfully. I'm wondering whether to use that in there. That does look good, but I do like this too. But I just think the stone one's a little bit more fitting for this church. We're going to go down that route, my loves. Yes, we are indeed. Right, I'm thinking about something here, and I'm just wondering if it's going to look a bit weird. If I did an arch and an arch, just one arch there, I could do the kind of side pews here. I don't know what they're called. And then maybe I could use these as the front of them. No. No, that doesn't work for me. Because I want to use these benches in this place. So what I was thinking was having these on each of the sides here, with it lifted up, with something in front of it. But again, with Sims 4 scaling, that's going to leave us a one tile moment going down here. So that's not going to work. I'm still going to leave these here though, and put them side by side, just so it looks like it could be that kind of moment. Again, it's the Sims 4 scaling. It just all looks a bit off to me. The church needed to be wider, and we're not catering for a wider church in this place. Not at all. So I think we'll stick with a generic, as we normally do, with a church build, and just put them facing forward like this. Yeah, that would work out. And then also, for weddings and stuff, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, as well? Yeah, I kind of like that. And I am going to go back to the drawing board with this as well. Get rid of that. Put the arch in there. Just like that. Just like that. And then we're going to have to put a statue in that little gap that we've missed out. That's fine. It's all fine. And only 3 people tend to bloody sit down at these weddings anyway, don't they? In The Sims 4. So, Bob's your uncle. Fanny is your great aunt. I can do that then. Is that equal? It is, yes. So I can grab you down to there. Yeah, okay. And they have got some of these like weird plaque things on the floor. I'm going to do that, I think. I think what I'm going to do is maybe use these here and just pop them either side like that. And I'm sure people would have been buried under these. I'm unsure about that. A lot of them always come with like scripture and stuff on them saying like who it was and la-di-da. But I don't know if they're actually buried here. They could be. Very important people could be. Saint Mary herself, you know? So I think I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do any plaque or anything on top of them, I don't think. Unless... Let me see. Oh, this could work. Let me grab you. You're very large, aren't you? Let's size you right down to the smallest we can go. Let's grab you to there. And I'll do the same here as well. That's the lowest we can get them. There needs to be some tool modding going on here. So I'm just going to get these into place and lay them flat on top of these areas and hope for the best. Oh, there we are, look. A little bit worried that they won't be able to walk over that. They might be able to. We'll test it out. But I think that's quite a nice little shout, actually. A little bit of detail there, isn't it? Oh, I'm for it. I'm absolutely for it, I tell you. Okay, well, there's flowers in this church. I might do that just for some decoration. And we've got those big garish pots of flowers like this from the My Wedding Stories. I think it's a bit too big. Let me size them down. Maybe twice, actually. Yeah, let's do that. And I've also brought out that reef as well on the other side, look. In fact, I'm going to swap these over. I'm going to pop you there. And then I'm going to flop you around to this position here, my darling. Yeah, just something like that, just to get it started, just so there is a little bit of detail up there. I also feel some tapestries coming on. And I think the only ones that are going to work, really, are the ones from the Vampire game pack. I might size them down. Do like one there. And one there with the tree of life on it, look. Oh, how beautiful. Yeah, just something like that. I think that would work out quite nicely, actually. Beautiful. Okay. And I would love some candle lanterns on the wall going down this way. Yes, let's do this. Let's grab you to there, my darling. And I probably want to put another one there. Let me see if that's the right height. It is. Oh, indeed it is. Where are you? You're just behind that one. I think you're at the right height as well. Oh, you are. Oh, you are. spells are. Why? Why am I this way? I think I'm going to do a couple more back there as well. Let me see. Ah, beautiful. I have knocked out the clock tower as well, so you can see right up to the top of it. Oh, we'll make sure to colour that. I think that's kind of a vibe, actually. Yeah, that looks very nice. We've kept it simple, but I do think it's made a big impact, especially with the like roof and stuff in here. You know, I think it looks very churchy. Very churchy indeed. So let's start getting in some details. I've also pulled this out here because one of my lovely friends, Lauren, said, why don't we get a community board in by the village green? But I think having it on the village green but in front of the church might work out nice. What a lovely sentence that was. Maybe if I put it here. I like it there. I do enjoy it there as well. But I think this is the place for it. I do. Yeah, I think I'm going to put it there. That might change. That might change indeed. Depending on what happens with the roads and stuff. Oh, sorry. The cart tracks, we're calling them, aren't we? So depending on what happens with them, I might move that board. There we go. The more you know today, isn't it? The more you know indeed. Now, I do want to get some lighting out here, but it's just going to be a bit difficult, I think. I think what I'm going to do, actually, is I'm going to bring in these little numbers once again, but I'm just going to put it in this position here. I'm going to do one there, one in the middle, and one there. And I'm going to bring this light and flop you in here as well. And that should flood enough light into this area now, shouldn't it? Yes, but these are in the wrong place, Aiden, aren't they, you silly bum? Let me have a little look at that. Again, you're not going to see that as well, so that'll be fine. Let's just have a look upwards so we can see what we're dealing with here. Yes. Oh, yes, that works. That works spiffingly well. Very much enjoying that indeed. And then we're going to have a few areas here as well. I want to use this in this church. I didn't get to use the wooden one, so I think it would look good here. And we could put some candles on top of that. And then maybe on the other side, I can do a little community board of like church fate sales, all of that kind of good stuff. We'll flop that on that side with a little table underneath of it like that. And then use this one just to add in some more detail from the church itself. Oh, I'm very much for that. I really bloody am. And I wanted to add in some candles. I wish we had just had some small little candles. I know we've got them from Eco Lifestyle, but they burn down and disappear, and I hate that. I want them to last forever, for goodness sake. Maybe I'll just do 2 of these instead then. If I did 2 of these on either side. Oh yes, that's nice. I'm into that, my loves. I'm absolutely spiffingly into that. Where spiffingly came from all of a sudden. I keep saying it, don't I? Yeah. Oh, I just noticed something. You need to be painted on the interior. Thank you very much. And I'm also going to put the stone in there as well because I can. Yeah, I think that's enough detail just there as well. And what I've done as well, I've put an arch here. I got rid of the... Well, I didn't get rid of it. I just moved it along to here. The wall light. And I think I'm going to make this into a little bit of an area where we can put in an organ. And maybe just do a couple rows of those benches to make it look like there can be a choir of some kind in here, you know? If I can get you around to... Well, not out there, my love. Around to there. That's going to take up quite a lot of room, isn't it? What about if I just did one of them here, like this, and then put another one here? So people will still sit on them. But we can just pretend that that's where the choir sings their shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Shoulda, coulda, Jesus wouldas. I think that's where I want to. That's what I want to do. I think grey's the right color. The brown's just off. I think it's just a little bit off, and the black is way too much. Yeah, the brown's off. We're sticking with the grey, loves. Yeah, I think that could work out kind of nicely there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. They should be able to get in around there as well, which is perfect. I've also put a door here into the Vicar's little mini office that we're going to do together now as well. Nothing too dramatic in here, just a nice desk and maybe a bookcase in here too. and a wardrobe. So let's hope we can fit all of that in. I think the bookcase needs to look very old. So I'm going to pop you to around about there. Just with a simple chair like this one here. Flop you to around about there like that. You already look like you've got stuff that's being written and stuff. So I'm not going to... Maybe an open book there actually. Yeah, something like that to make it look like he's planning out his sermons or whatever they're called. I don't know what they're called. This is going to be the Bible as told by Dame Judi Dench. No, I'll keep it in that one. Not that. Why did I have in my head then Dame Judi Dench reading the Bible? I mean, I would listen to that. I could listen to bloody Judi Dench. Sorry, Dame Judi Dench, if you will. Read the bloody dictionary, to be honest. We'll do another book as well with a little cup of coffee next to it too. So it looks like he's doing a little bit of work there, doesn't it? I think we could fit a wardrobe and a bookcase in here. Let's give it a go anyway, shall we? I cannot wait for my UI to be fixed. It is making building so hard because I have to remember where everything is, and sometimes you can't, you know? Ooh, maybe one of these. That's a nice bookcase. Yes, we could flop that over into the corner there, like so. That door should open there absolutely fine. And then, hopefully, I would like to use this one. But I just, again, the colours are going to be a bit off, I think, with this. I mean, that's fine. It's a different brown, but we're going to do it anyway. And I'm going to get a wardrobe in there. And that's where he keeps all of his vicary bits. Oh, look at that poking through there. You little shit. I didn't even realise that. Oh, how dare you. Oh, now it's poking in there. I'm going to have to try and manoeuvre you along there as much as possible. And then hope for the best. Is that creeping in? Do we have plants in the church? We do. Okay, that's as best as what I can do. There is the tiniest little... Oh, no, it's not. That's just a little nodule in the wood. No, we're fine. We're absolutely fine. Don't worry about it, my darling. Now, would they allow mirrors in the church? Don't they think that they're like the devil or something? Am I just thinking about that wrong? We're putting one in anyway, because the vicar loves to look sexy. We are going to be doing a little vicarage here as well in one of the little houses nearby. I'm thinking maybe on Moorland View, having a little vicarage here, because it kind of makes sense. Or even on Church View. Maybe like in between the shops, the little vicarage could be. We'll see what happens. Yes! Okay, I'm happy. I am happy with how this church is looking. I very much am indeed. I don't think we need any decoration or anything in that part. It's just the right amount, you know? The same thing with this. It's a big lot. We're going to go to town on finer details and stuff. Don't you worry. But I don't want this place to be over cluttered. I want this to be able to run on everybody's PCs really nicely. So I'm going to be thinking along those kind of routes. That's what I'm going to be doing. So to finish off today, we're going to just get in some terrain manipulation. Well, I'm just going to lift it up. Again, this could all change. This could all change in a mere matter of moments from what we're actually going to be doing in the kind of final parts. But I'm going to get it. I'm going to start lifting it up anyway. Right, I haven't... Where are you? There we are. I haven't used this with the broken UI yet, so I don't know where everything is. Okay. I think the best place to start would be back here. So let's just get you lifted up. It doesn't need to be massive. I think maybe just a little bit higher. Let me see that point there. Yes, that's the point. And then we're going to go up into that part there. And I'm going to go with a square brush for this. Let's get you up lifted quite... Oh, actually, I think that might be a little bit too high. I think we should get down to around about there. Yeah, this point here. Let me see. Yes, that's the ticket. And then I'm quite simply just going to roughly get this in here now. Leaving enough space at the back as well that I can hide the hill with with probably hedges. We're going to go down that route with this. Hedges and rocks, I would imagine. And I'm just going to get this lifted all the way across to here. To around about there, I think. Okay. And the pub's going to take up a little bit more room than everything else. So I'd want... This pathway is going to come up there. And I'm probably going to do stairs there as well. Well, no, I'm definitely going to do stairs there. So I want the pub to just have a little bit more room because we do need to add in a beer garden as well. So let's just whiffle this all up to around about there. And I think that's going to be okay. Okay. Okay, yes. And I'm going to do the same here as well. Now this is where this is going to be a very rough draft of this hill that I'm going to do. Because I want to actually build in the houses that are going to be along here first before I perfect on this hill. But I'm going to get it in there anyway, just so we can kind of make sense of what we're doing. Let's get this softness and then start softening down this level here to this here. Let's get that grid off for the minute. There we go. And then go in this way as well. Then we go in with some small circular moments. But again, there's probably no point in getting too many finer details in this part because it's definitely subject to change. Okay, stunning. Let's flatten out the terrain again. Just on this side here because I want a sharp moment coming from here. So let's get you there, get the square out and just go into this point and just get that looking flush. I do want the pathway to go behind the church as well. Sorry, the cart track. How many times am I going to say cart track throughout this whole save file? Quite a lot, I would imagine. Yeah, and we'll cut you up to there, my darling. Like so. Get you into there as well. And we'll soften up the bottom area of that, like so as well. And same with you, my lovely. Thank you. It's all going to look very sharp at the minute, but stairs are going to be up here. We're going to put hedges in front of this. It's going to be a moment. And this hill might even stretch a bit further down. I'm just going to keep it like that for the minute until we're actually in those areas doing the houses. Okay, well, we got a bit more done today. This area is complete. It really is. The church area is complete, not the surrounding areas. There still needs to be landscaping and stuff around there. But that's how I'm going to leave that for the minute. Tomorrow, what we're going to be doing is mapping out everything with the fences. We're going to be mapping out where we're going to be putting everything, and we're going to just color code everything so it's easy to understand. And we'll probably make a start on the actual structure of the pub itself. So that's what I want to do. Yeah, so that's what's going to happen tomorrow. So let's finish off with the little inside shot of the church. And there we go, my darlings. Looks very nice. I'm very pleased with it indeed. So I'll be back with this tomorrow. You know what we're doing because I've already said. If you've, again, got any ideas down below, let me know. I'm implementing them everywhere throughout the save file. And in particular, this build here. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, my darlings. Leave me some lovely comments. And I'll see you all tomorrow for the next part. Goodbye.